they have so blindfolded some people's mind about this religion of a thing.
I know.
Take for example, a couple of weeks ago, there were a lot of this about a child being born with Quran.
Oh, I saw that.
And people believe that wholeheartedly. You know, they believe it, they follow it. Like I was like, what? This is 2024 for God's sake. You know, until I watched a platform when one cleric, a Muslim elderly man, came to say the truth about this gimmick and the scam of a thing. This man even went to the extent of when he planted some tree at his backyard, and when that tree was so young, he told his Omalekeus, what they call the Omalekeus, to write some Quranic verses on that tree. And when the tree grows, this sign was there, bold. And people will now come and say, oh, there's a tree. It comes with Quranic verses.
Allah Akbar is written on a tree by God. And you will be like, oh, it's Allah Akbar.
I mean, at this age and time. People will still believe that. There was a time they came with one cockroach saying Allah Akbar, and people got that, believing that.
The cockerel is screaming Allah Akbar. You dare not say it's not true.
You dare not say it's not true.
They will say you hate Islam. It's a blasphemy. They can arrange to kill you.
And they will come and tell you this. The mother of that child was even a Christian. You see this divide and rule situation.
It's all propaganda to spread their religion and the lies.
And I look at people still believing these scams, these lies about religion, and man, it baffles me a lot. Look at this autumn of 18. Do you know that Mahegu, sometimes last week, I was with one of my officers here in Texas, and I was sending about 16 officers to somewhere they would drive 12 hours from Houston, Texas to Amarillo, Texas. And we get talking when I was having briefing. This guy was from Benue State.
Oh.
And he was in the military. He rose to the rank of a captain in the army. When we start talking, man, I couldn't believe what this guy was saying about autumn. He said he knows everything. That they will come, and that autumn is even worse than some of these Wike and the rest. That autumn was part of killings. Are you sure what you said? He said, sir, I'm from there. I am a captain in the military.
Wow.
And I know in and out of that Benue. I'm from there, and I know everything. There's nothing they would tell me that I don't know. I was listening to this guy, and I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe everything.
He's not lying.
This is autumn.
He's not lying.
He's not lying.
He's not. Because I got a time whereby Yima, I don't know if Yima is watching. So Yima will help me. Okay, Yima is a TV from Benue as well. Knows autumn as well. Very well. In fact, to Yima, right? Autumn is a total disappointment. Okay. You see, there is this guy who surrendered. They later killed the guy. The guy surrendered. I promised them that I was going to hand over his gun. Ghana, you remember him?
Yeah. I remember him. I remember.
You know that Ghana was Autumn's gun boy when Autumn wants to be governor. Most of the guns and weapons that Ghana kind of possess, they were bought for him by Autumn. And that was why when he started kidnapping and killing and all that, and they declared him wanted. So he now said, he reached out to Autumn that he was ready to surrender. He was ready to cooperate and embrace amnesty. So Autumn now made an arrangement. Meanwhile, his boys, they've killed soldiers, they've killed police in the course of their wahala, right? So Autumn now made an arrangement of an handover ceremony so that they will say Ghana has accepted amnesty. Because Autumn said he's going to give amnesty to some of them. So the day Ghana was going to meet them at this point where Autumn has arranged. So Autumn was to grab him and take him to the military. to say, see, we have settled. Meanwhile, it will now lead the military to the point of handover, where all their weapons, all his boys, everybody will say, we embrace peace. Yeah. But surprisingly, miscommunication. While his own boys were moving their weapons to the place they will meet with the governor and the military later, Ghana was moving to go and meet Autumn. On his way, the military hijacked him. They shot and killed him, like execution style. They've been looking for him. So around that time, Autumn just put up a face and decided to just go ahead with the amnesty for Ghana's boys. Some of them have heard that Ghana has been killed. They just scattered. Autumn is more evil. But again, they are the evil allowed in that contraption when you start picking them one by one. No lie, sir. That person didn't lie to you. At least I know about that.
Yeah. Man, it's terrible. It's terrible. I would love all the people in the Temple of Truth,
yes, sir,
to go and watch this movie on Netflix, War.
Right.
WAR. If they have time, they should. I watched that movie a while ago. I was like, so this is exactly what is going on in that country.
Right.
It's a terrible situation.
On Netflix, yeah? War.
On Netflix, War.
Branch.
War.
Elder. Yeah. Elder Theo.
Thank you, Michael.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, okay? You have a good one, sir.
You too. My regards to the family.
They were here, and to yours too. Thank you. So thank you so much, everyone. We still do have another half an hour, by the way, and I think we should use it. Okay. So please, the line is still very much opened, and you can be speaking to me just right next now. But please do go on and pay your offering, like the broadcast, and share it. By the way, right, I have more news for us. So, if everything goes according to plan, I will be possibly, launching that the Temple of Truth podcast. I'm talking about bringing someone who is going to be very much controversial, a very popular mind, somebody you know, somebody that you will love to be the maiden edition, the first broadcast, the first podcast from this temple, discussing controversial topics that could actually help trigger a lot of further conversation around it. And if everything goes well, I should be having him here in this studio on Friday and Saturday. I just thought you should know, but I'll keep it to myself, keep it to my chest. So I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, my
Irumole. Abo.
Hello.
Were you trying to call my direct phone, Lale?
No.
No, okay, better. Because I was seeing somebody trying to call me this while I was seated here, and I'm like, who is calling my direct number? That's so rare. Irumole. You are part of this tonight, and yeah, please.
Good evening, my Baba. How are you?
Ade, Baba. Ade.
How is Agbeke and my children? How are they?
Everybody is fine. Thank
First, you. Help me. I always appreciate Agbeke for giving you the opportunity and chance to be coming online, both in the daytime and in the evening time. It's not that easy.
She doesn't seem to have any choice anymore anyway. You know that.
Yeah, but
everybody doesn't even have
I
any
always
choice anymore.
pray to God.
Well, we should be grateful.
I'm a person like you. I don't go to church. I don't go to mosque. But I believe there is God, sharp.
At least.
So, your sister here, she always say you don't go to church. You don't go to mosque. But things are working for you. It's only God knows which type of head you bring to this world. Where people will be struggling for things, you don't struggle. You say, now you sabi, that's not your own problem. And now they go, not gonna they pray for us, we know they go. Abi?
At least because we don't do they pray, we know they do religion, but we will never deny the fact that there are so many people praying for us. I won't deny
because
many
to me,
for me.
For Nigeria, my brother, they really show me pastors. Never go far.
I think it's about filling the void.
Yeah.
You know, something. So people, you see, sometimes they took advantage of us, unfortunately. But I don't want to kind of always blame myself for possibly being part of that for some time, okay? Because I believe that a lot of us, at a certain time in our lives, we could feel lost, okay? There's a void in us. Somehow we needed people to fill them. We can choose spiritual, others choose something else. But them taking advantage of us or taking advantage of the people by using their vulnerability, right? Against them. That's the only one. Maybe say me I or not. Irumole.
See, Baba, you are trying your best, but to me, may God Almighty that created us, that everybody believes in, allow them to hear all these shouts, talking. I'm talking about the Nigerian youths. You understand me? Because most of them, they pay attention to what they are not supposed to pay attention to.
They major in minor and minor in major. Somebody said that.
See, to me,
paying attention to irrelevant.
If you check on this, your program that you've been doing for the past over 10 years. If you check the average age that watch this your program, as you said the other time, I don't know, maybe it's this night or sometimes ago. When you check, it's we, because me, I'm in my early 50s. People from 40, late 40 to like over 60. All these youths that we are really even talking about, that they're supposed to rise up. You understand me? My brother, they are there watching Chelsea and Arsenal playing gamble and all sorts of things. Baba Jebu, Bet Nanja, you understand me? And at the end of the day, they will still come out, they'll be telling you, power, this and this, that and that. To me, I'm not mocking anybody. I'm just saying it. See, Baba, Baba, I'm telling you, they don't need to force anybody.
No?
You understand me? Something will trigger it. No. You don't need to tell anybody that come out. See, I'm begging all of us that is in the diaspora, people who have back home, don't say because they don't want to stand up. Whatever you have, still give them. Don't worry. When they suffered, and that suffer has gone to where they can't bear it again, they will come out by themselves. Nobody will tell them. Right? Nobody will tell them. I tried to call him. You're welcome. I tried to call you some 3 days ago. Sorry, the last one. When this one guy was talking about the Chinese people. You understand me? The way they treated us back in Nigeria. Me, anybody that knows the background very well. My father's house is around Mango Cement.
Background.
If you close in the evening, up to date, if I went to Nigeria, I always go to Nigeria, you know about that.
I know.
Up to date, if you want to know how the Chinese people, the Chinese company, I will mention the name of the companies for you. Company like Wahoo, Universal, Unico, all those places, Baba, I don't work there as casual work. You won't believe it. Wahoo, where them was reach, if person cut hand or cut anywhere or get any serious injury inside that country, Baba, make I tell you the hospital then they use.
Where?
The hospital they for cement area. Then they call the name of the hospital Whitechapel.
Is that a good hospital?
They don't have any hospital around that area. But the Chinese people and some of those our Niger Oga, their own hospital they are using is around Adeni Jones there. Is it Adefemi Olufemi Hospital? But any casual person that won't, Baba, even though if you won't die, check from Oba Crown
is that a
to
good
Whitechapel.
That's what I want to even know. Like, is that like a substandard one that all of Nano say or more?
Baba, this hospital me I dey tell you, now the up now in the hospital. The remaining 2 flats for bad people they live there.
Oh, others where they rent a second floor. They can
Baba,
do clinic.
Baba, I beg, go, my go, look, I leave you. No be today. That is why I say when people we will say opportunity wrong, fine. But then we no see opportunity wrong. When the suffer enter body. You know, when the bedu enter body, then every good and everybody,
so much,
good night.
God bless you, sir. You see, one thing about the platform is about people sharing their own personal experiences. Because, you know, you have to have something that is relatable before you can understand Mayegun's diary political. If you're not from our world, most of what we say on this platform is they're going to be sounding to you like, is that even possible? Because you can relate. You have to be able to relate. Whether you are in Nigeria now or you are not in Nigeria, you must be able to relate before you can react properly. I don't want you to be reacting to the developments in that contraption from your own comfort zone. So I have to make sure that you get used to relating with the story. And it's only when some of you, these stories are stories that trigger some other things in you, the PTSD of what Nigeria did to you before they started lying to you to be a lover of Nigeria from abroad. Do you understand? Right, let's take this. Hello there.
Okay.
Ma'am.
How are you?
I am very well, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Bimbo from Texas.
That's our Lady Bimbola.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
yeah.
ma'am. Please.
Yeah, I tried calling you yesterday. It was so busy.
I know. It's always.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to make a comment on, you said US released the report of the election.
They did.
Right. And he said they are hypocrite, right? One thing Nigerians don't understand is these foreign countries, they are not going to inject themselves into your politics unless they know that it's going to affect their interest.
That's right.
So Nigerians, we want people to come and fight our battles for us. We want to sit back and watch other people come and fight it.
And bleed for us.
And yeah, it's not the way it works.
So that they can see
the foreign nations,
lady, so that they can see that this one cannot even fight. Look at him. This one is fighting for us. Look at the way. Look at who is fighting for this one. This one will fight for us. No, I don't like this one.
Exactly.
Let's check the other one. But meanwhile, they are the real victims, right? Who are not really willing to lift a limb. Nobody is going to fight for anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody's going to fight for you. When the people rise up,
we can fight together. We can fight together.
When you
start you want to sit down and expect somebody to do it, right?
You have to start it. You have to start it.
You have to.
When apartheid, the South Africans were the people that were fighting apartheid for a long time before the world came into it. We can't just sit back. Okay, we say, okay, Obi didn't call them to ask for their mandate. My question is, all that agitation for a change, all that effort that you all made to get your PVC and vote and all of that, was it just for Obi? Or you want to change the country? You want to change the status quo?
Well, that's a very good question. If that was the case, that's a very good question. When people turn around and say, why did Obi not, tell them to come out? And that's a very good question. When you are doing all of this, were you doing it for Obi, or you are doing it through Obi for yourselves?
Yes, through Obi for yourself. And when the Supreme Court did you dirty, that's the time you need to stand up and say, no, we're not going to take this. We're going to take our mandate.
You know what
we don't care if if we have to glow it up. And by the time you start protesting, then we all come to the table.
Yeah, they will be calling
the problem with us in Nigeria,
because they will be calling him to come and talk to you, and he will tell them,
I
do not control them. I do not.
Exactly.
But it's unfortunate they missed it.
Yeah. Well, we want leaders, but we want the leaders to go solely and fight the battle while we are cheering him on. A lot of us don't want to be physically involved. We don't want to sacrifice anything because we are cowards.
Okay.
That's who we are.
Can we completely say it's because we are coward, or it is coming from the back end of when people bled or died